Today we're at the Ski Pro, and today we're gonna take the 4Runner skiing. Okay, so I've got the skis. As you can see, they fit without the seats folded down, but only just. But first I'm gonna take it through the car wash. Okay, sit rep. I'm at the Sunset Point rest area, and I filled up on coffee before I hit the road in Phoenix, and so you know what that means. So now it's time to give the 4Runner a fluid check, and I do want to point out that the brake lights are on, so you know what that means. Actually, I know about this problem. It's a switch that needs to be adjusted, the brake switch, so that's something I need to do. So let's have a look at the fluids. I think the oil and the water or antifreeze are okay because it's running fine. It's oil pressure is good, temperature is fine, but I am concerned about the power steering fluid. So let's have a look at that. Everything looks fine, no leaks. Let's have a look at actually it's not bad. It's on the cold side. I don't know if you can see, but we've got our handy spare bottle, so I'm gonna fill it up. We got here at around 10 p.m. last night, and the 4Runner's doing fine. I do see a small leak down below, so I'm gonna check that out. But just FYI, it is 15 degrees up here in Flagstaff. I stayed at this hotel. Not the best place to stay. I mean, it was good, but it was a little noisy because, as you can see, we're near the freeway. So now it's time to go get some breakfast and then check out and see what the cold has done to the 4Runner. Let's go check out the breakfast bar. Here's the breakfast bar. Some coffee, cereal, some nice juices, actually yogurt, and who doesn't love waffles? And the breakfast area is pretty nice for $64. You basically pour the batter in here and stick it in here and flip this over, and it counts down from 2 minutes and 30 seconds. We'll see how it comes out. All right, waffle time. Good God, it's hard to remove. Not bad, huh? Now, let's pour some delicious syrup. Okay, here's our breakfast. And I'm waiting on coffee because it was out, so I'm gonna go get some more. Now, I want to say for the record that I don't generally eat this bad, but because I'm going skiing, I thought I would treat myself to some extra calories. I only paid $64 for this hotel, so this is not bad. Obviously, I'm gonna get some more to eat after. Now, if you're interested in knowing how much I spent for the whole trip, stay to the end and I'll give you the breakdown. It's really cheap to ski in Flagstaff. It's time to do a fluid check and also see if it'll start. Oh, I guess my phone holder fell off because of the cold. Let's see, oil. Alright, it's dark, but it's not low. Antifreeze. All good. Here's the big one. Power steering. It's cold, but we're good. It's on the cold level, about middle. Huh. So then it makes me wonder, maybe that's not from the 4Runner, maybe that's from a different car. I don't see any obvious leaks. Alright, let's see if it'll start. Alright, moment of truth. Let's see. I guess I had the wipers on last night. But yeah, success. It cranked a little slow, but it started. Okay, as we make our way to the mountain, I wanna confess something that I've been holding back. And it's this. You see? 0 miles per hour. So yes, the speedometer cable broke. I'm gonna say about 2 weeks ago, but we haven't driven the truck very much. So yeah, that's something we need to fix. So what I do is I basically just keep an eye on the tach, and I kind of have an idea of what the speed is based on the RPM count. And that's how I sort of keep a speed limit. Side of the lodge. It's pretty amazing. Yeah, it's completely closed. So unfortunately, guys, right now the ski lifts are closed because you saw the windy conditions that are just gale force winds, and so they said they might open later. I'm not sure, but in either case they're gonna give people a refund so we can come back another day. And this is unusual, but it is expected when you are skiing high in the mountains. So now I'm gonna head back and try another day, but I do want to give you more information about the Snowbowl and just how cheap and amazing it is. So now it's time to head back down the mountain and then back to Phoenix and try another day. Okay, this is the grand total, 9.6 gallons. So now let's do some math. Okay, now I know for a fact that I drove 185 miles, and we're gonna divide that by 9.6 gallons. So there's your total, 19.27 miles per gallon. So now let's head back to Phoenix. This is the Mexican huevos, which is Mexican eggs, for $14 plus a soda. So it was a total of $18 including the tip. This is the restaurant, Los Alteños in Flagstaff, if you want to come and eat here. Okay, we're back in Phoenix, so now let's see how much fuel we used. Okay, we're done. Receipt, yes. So we used 5.23 gallons. Wow, that's amazing. All right, now let's do the math. Okay, so I know from the GPS that I drove 155 miles from the last fuel stop, and we're gonna divide that by 5.23, and our total is 29.63 miles per gallon. That's crazy. I want to explain the disparity on why there was such a difference in the mileage from going to Phoenix to Flagstaff and Flagstaff back. As you remember, in Flagstaff we got 19.7 miles per gallon. I have to look at that, look at the video again, and we got over 29 on the way coming down. So one explanation is that the city of Phoenix is about 1,000 feet above sea level, and the city of Flagstaff is about 7,000 above sea level. So the whole way we're going up in altitude, so that explains a lot. Also, you might remember that I couldn't ski because there was a wind. So part of the time, at least, I was fighting with the wind and the uphill going that way. Now, on the way back, I actually had the tailwind on my back. And so if you couple the fact that I'm coming down about 6,000 feet and I have the tailwind on my back, that explains why the 4Runner got such a disparity in miles per gallon. So you could kind of estimate that it probably gets around 25 miles per gallon in regular driving. That's was mostly highway. It probably gets lower in city driving because this was mostly highway miles that I did. So what did we learn from driving an almost 40-year-old Toyota 4Runner up to Flagstaff to go skiing? Well, we learned that number one, Toyotas of any age can be extremely reliable. They'll get you there. They may not be the fastest vehicles, but they will get you there. Also, when you deal with a car that's this old, you're gonna have some quirks, some things that maybe don't work as expected. Some, like the taillight staying on sometimes you're not sure if they're going to start, but they always do. We also learned that the miles per gallon on a 4Runner, on an old 40-year-old 4Runner, is about 25 miles per gallon, maybe 22 driving around town, and it can make a lot of difference if you're going uphill, downhill. The other thing we learned is that skiing is very much subject to Mother Nature's whims. And we also learned that you have to keep checking your car, your old car, as you drive, because fluid levels are going to go low and things are going to be, you have to keep on top of it so you're not stranded, and keep them in good shape. So that's it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked it. Subscribe if you want to, and I'll see you on the next video. Now, as promised, I want to give you a breakdown of what the trip cost. And these are the prices for the season for food up at the mountain. Now, I'll cover the expenses for the rest of the ski trip. So I paid $27 for a daily rate for lift tickets. They can go as high as $99 on weekends. I got a $10 resort credit to use, so the result was $17. I paid $64 through Hotwire for the hotel. The ski equipment was $27 for the daily rental. Gas was about $45, and we already covered that on the MPG area section of the video. Lunch was $18, and the car wash was $10, which I think it was too much because it's just a touch. $181 is the total. That's what I paid. Your mileage may vary.